Marvel Studios is already hard at work and making sure that 2021 is the biggest year for Marvel Studios so far. And between 3 live-action series so far, the MCU's first animated series, 4 MCU films this year alone, and 2 more live-action series set to come out before the end of the year, you think fans would be feeling full. But this is like Thanksgiving. You can always make more room for pie and then pass out on the floor or the couch. So let's talk about feeding the need. As fans, we always want to know what's next. I've noticed that this is a pattern with us hardcore fans especially. We are never satisfied enough. Yeah, we got Loki, that's cool, but what's next? What's next? What's coming in 3 years? No. What's coming in 5 years? Let's all talk about that. Let's get hyped for things we don't even know are coming, and some of us even go, I'm not even really excited for the next thing, despite the fact that every time we say that, we get excited when the next thing hits, and then that thing soars in popularity. But, this is just kind of how it goes. We always want to know what's next because we want to know what to get excited for. So speaking with E.T., Kevin Feige was asked about this exact approach, and of course, more announcements. Fans are waiting for more. And this is what he said, and I quote, "We'll see what happens with upcoming gatherings and fan events, where we can release more news. I hope it's sometime in the near future," end quote. So, I want to stress this first and foremost. People forget that already 6 months ago was the Disney investors call where they announced so much that everybody was blown away. I mean, they announced an entire slate of Star Wars content, an entire slate of confirmed things for Disney Plus. And they did that right on the heels of the last 2 years where they announced everything that was coming in the first wave. And of course, this is a pattern that they keep following where it's announce short-term releases, get working on them, show those off, announce some release dates, and then get working on the new announcements, and then announce those and follow that pattern over and over. Marvel Studios is now working in every single department like a super well-oiled machine. They follow the same pattern over and over. So when exactly is he teasing these announcements? Well, as he says, more upcoming gatherings and fan events. So maybe it's a new Disney investors call that will happen at the end of the year, which it probably will. They'll go over the success of the current shows and hype up the next shows next year, which makes sense. There's new movies. There's what people believe is going to be like a D23 style announcement light version of it. But then we do know D23 is coming back next year, which that would make sense. So soon is relative because, again, during that, we got the announcement of the Fantastic Four director and all this and the casting of multiple actors and the shows in development and things that are moving forward. So it seems to be like a yearly pattern that at some point they're going to announce some things and then wait and then make a bigger announcement. So my assumption is in December, we're getting news at that investors call because it's already shown to be very beneficial and effective for them. Now, beyond that, maybe New York Comic Con or San Diego, but we just gotta wait and see, I guess, because they want to make a splash and make fans happy. But also, what else could they possibly announce? I mean, rumors have been saying by the end of the year, we're getting a Wolverine announcement and the return of Daredevil in an upcoming series. So those two would be pretty good announcements to make somewhere.